I think there's so many powerful people that are on those lists. There's so many powerful people that went and partied. Air quotes, partied.
The episode did not begin with jokes or laughter. Joe Rogan leaned closer to the mic and told his listeners that something feels different in Hollywood right now. Since new public attention on the Epstein case started trending again, he said, there has been a clear change in how some celebrities act. Fewer interviews, more carefully controlled statements, a quick step back from controversy, and one name leading many online discussions, Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's like what I saw. Remember the photos of Jeff Bezos and his girlfriend,
when
Leonardo
she
DiCaprio? Yeah, she was like smiling at him, and then Jeff Bezos like was joking around about pushing him off a cliff. Like,
yeah,
they're like, you don't have to worry about her, bro. She's 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could see you could see her doing like the cost benefit analysis, like Leo or richest man in the world.
Joe made one thing clear from the start: being mentioned in public discussions or moving in the same social circles as someone later exposed for crimes does not prove a person is guilty of anything. But he said the public reaction to Leonardo DiCaprio trending online shows that the time of blind celebrity admiration may be ending. He leaned in and explained that the phrase "on the run" does not mean someone is literally escaping. It describes a cultural mood, a feeling that some public figures seem uneasy as talk about powerful networks gets louder.
So if people wind up going to trial over this, and people wind up getting indicted over this, that could get more interesting. Because then you remove it from Minnesota, and then it becomes this federal court thing. And so then it becomes mainstream public news if they do this correctly. But if there is something there.
But the thing is, you have to worry about if the judge is going to be complicit, and if the prosecutor is going to be complicit, and the media is also. You got to kind of fly that arrow through 3 hoops to hit that bullseye.
You got to go through the bushes and you got a small hole to shoot through. Yeah.
And then to try to make it and then it'd be very easy for Newsom to be like, I'm so glad this got exposed.
Right.
I promise you, as president, this won't happen in America. And if you want to talk corruption, look at Trump and all his sweetheart deals, blah, 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 blah. Hillary's already throwing him under the bus about Epstein. They don't have shame.
What is she saying?
Hillary's like, Trump's in the files thousands of times. Like, let's have this conversation. She started already.
In an industry built fully on visibility, stepping away from the spotlight becomes noticeable. When a big star grows quieter while controversy is trending, audiences notice quickly. Joe explained that the Jeffrey Epstein scandal permanently changed how people see elite social circles. For many years, exclusive gatherings were viewed as glamorous. Private islands, luxury parties, powerful friendships. No one really questioned those spaces before. Now, every past connection is being looked at again.
A lot of it is...
but then it's just another Epstein. It's another Ghislaine Maxwell, where somebody gets indicted and nobody else... Indicted for trafficking kids to
to no one. Yeah, it could be many things. I mean, it certainly is a code, which indicates, at least to me, that they were doing something they didn't want people to know about.
Photos start to appear again, and guest lists get closely studied. Timelines are put back together piece by piece. Joe Rogan said the real problem is not just one actor. It is the system that made elite networking seem normal without much questioning. He argued that Hollywood built a culture where being close to power was praised, not examined. And now that public trust has been shaken, those same connections feel more uneasy and uncomfortable.
This is the current website to get into the Epstein files.
You're now in line.
I'm in the queue.
Oh, wow. What? Your estimated wait time is 1 minute. Oh, is it moving? Oh, less than a minute.
Wait, we're gonna get into the.
Look, we're about to get in.
This is a lot.
96%. We're getting less than a minute. We're at 96% getting into the Epstein files.
What do you think's gonna pop up first?
Oh, it's your turn.
Holy shit!
Oh, we're gonna see some shit. You are now being redirected to the website.
Nothing
Bro,
happened.
immediately a virus gets uploaded to your computer. They get a FaceTime video of every off session you're going to have for now to the rest of your life.
Where's the videos? They were telling us the videos are going to come out, incredibly high profile people doing horrendous things. People are going to go to jail. Where?
Right.
Nothing. What did they do? The director of the FBI on this show. Nothing you're looking for is on those tapes. Like, what? Why did they say there was thousands of hours of tapes of people doing horrible shit? Why did they?
His tone became sharper as he criticized the media's coverage. Joe Rogan argued that when lesser-known people are linked to controversial stories, the headlines turn harsh and relentless. But when a major celebrity is mentioned in the same situation, the coverage often sounds careful and unclear. He said audiences can notice that double standard, and it only increases their distrust.
So we know Sultan Ahmed bin Sulayem sent the torture video to Epstein. This is in 2009. So Epstein was saying that. Where are you? Are you okay? I love the torture video.
Jeez.
I am in China. I'll be in the U.S. second week of May. What the fuck, man? And why is his name redacted? Why would your name be redacted if you're not a victim? Like, this is what's crazy about all this. Like, how come you redact some people and you don't redact other people? Like, what is this? This is not good. None of this is good for this administration. It looks fucking terrible. It looks terrible. It looks terrible for Trump when he was saying that none of this was real. This is all a hoax. This is not a hoax. Like, did you not know? Maybe he didn't know, if you want to be charitable. But this is definitely not a hoax. And if you've got redacted people's names and these people aren't victims, you're not protecting the victim. So what are you doing?
Right.
And how come all this shit is not released?
The Epstein stuff is so crazy because when Kash Patel was on here and he was like, there's nothing. And I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't even know what to say. My thought was, and people are like, why didn't you push back more? My thought was like, I'm just going to put this out there and let the internet do its work. The guy's saying there's no tapes, there's no video. That doesn't make any sense. And then he's like, well, we have a film. We're going to release that film. And the film has a fucking minute missing from it. It's so convenient that the guards were asleep. So convenient that the cameras didn't work. So convenient that years later, you have a recording of the outside of the cell, but a minute is missing from it.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
3 minutes?
Yeah, they found out it was like almost 3 minutes.
That's plenty of time to kill somebody. 3 minutes is more than enough time.
Oh, 3 minutes, you could get a whole bunch of people killed by.
Joe made it clear again. Being close to someone controversial is not proof of wrongdoing. Moving in the same circle does not mean a person did anything wrong. But he believes transparency is important. When powerful names trend online and no one speaks up, silence can feel louder than any statement. He talked about reputation management in Hollywood. Publicists carefully craft stories. Interviews are controlled. Narratives are shaped. For decades, this strategy worked. But in today's digital world, everything is saved. Old interviews appear instantly. Social media doesn't forget. And once public curiosity is sparked, it spreads quickly.
I don't understand how anybody can go to jail for sex trafficking when you don't have anybody they sex traffic to.
Right.
Like, that don't make any sense. Like, if I was Ghislaine's lawyer, I'd be like, to who? To who? Like, how did he not do that? Like, you want to tell me there's some sort of a compromised trial? How do you not have a lawyer that goes, who did she sex traffic to?
Right. There's some sort of backdoor deal that was like, hey, spend this time in jail and we won't kill you.
Or also, she's working with them.
Right.
Like, especially that kind of a crime, where there's a person that hires you or gives you money or that you use to get influence from, and then you sex traffic to them. So there's another person involved. And that other person is completely eliminated from the trial because what? Because they're billionaires? Because they're heads of state,
powerful enough,
prominent scientists. What is going, like, how is that okay? That doesn't even make sense that you could get through a whole trial like that. Where, according to investigations, at least 15 students were lured into Epstein's Palm Beach home. Holy shit.
That's so crazy.
Now
That's in 2005.
Imagine if those girls didn't get in that fight. Imagine if that didn't happen.
Yeah.
It's dark.
It's dark.
Yeah, but if...
I mean, look at...
Yeah,
look at some people that are in the...
There was nothing going on, so...
Oh! FBI concluded Jeffrey Epstein wasn't running a sex trafficking ring for powerful men. File show.
So, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Who says that?
Joe repeated clearly, being close to someone controversial does not prove wrongdoing. Moving in the same circles does not mean a person did anything wrong. But he says transparency matters. When powerful names trend online and no one responds, silence can speak louder than any statement. He explained how reputation is managed in Hollywood. Publicists carefully shape stories. Interviews are controlled. Narratives are planned. For decades, this approach worked. But in today's digital world, everything is recorded. Old interviews resurface instantly. Social media never forgets. And once public curiosity starts, it spreads fast.
You know, I've had conversations with people about it, and it's like, Jesus, like, just trying to get the documents, like when they're trying to get the Epstein files, like the state of New York, one of the district attorneys was hiding documents that have forced them to get documents. Well, it's just amazing how many people on the Diddy party list that are supporting Kamala. Too.
Yeah, seriously, it's like insane.
Publicly, openly, like all in.
Yes. It's like J-Lo, like was like his ex-girlfriend, and it's like now deciding she's like warning people against Trump. I'm like, well, wait a second. So how many people did she warn against Diddy?
Right.
Oh, 0. Okay.
Right.
Well, maybe we shouldn't trust her opinion.
So many horrific accusations, though, involving young singers, young, like, children.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's insane.
He makes R. Kelly look like a decent guy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
It is crazy. And meanwhile, the guy was like hanging out with Oprah, hanging out with Obama.
Jay-Z,
Everybody.
I'm sure the Clintons were there at some point.
Maybe Bill.
Y'all remember that actor Leonardo DiCaprio? Well, Leo is somebody who has been long documented as somebody who really enjoys going to some Diddy parties. But he be saying that he only went to the white parties, not the freak-offs. Bruh, you sure about that? I mean, it could just be me, but this kind of looks pretty sus. It's just a whole bunch of dudes on a bed, and you got your skinny little white boy legs out there. Like, what's really happening? Can we get somebody who's better at science than me to measure the distance between Leo's junk and Diddy's mouth? And what are these other dudes doing? Like, I swear to God, that dude is making straight up love eyes at him. And Leo be looking real happy and real relaxed right here. I mean, I don't know, is it just me or does that scream some weird stuff happened? Let me know in the comments.
The Epstein scandal didn't just reveal one criminal. It showed how powerful networks can work quietly for years. That ripple effect changed how people see elite circles in finance, politics, and entertainment. Once trust is broken, it rarely fully returns. Joe Rogan said he isn't interested in spreading rumors. Speculation without proof hurts credibility, but avoiding hard conversations hurts trust even more. Transparency builds confidence. Silence weakens it. He leaned back and explained how fast perception can change. A celebrity may spend decades building a respected image, only to see it questioned overnight when old connections resurface. That doesn't mean guilt, but it shows how fragile reputation can be when public awareness shifts. Joe then widened the discussion. The phrase "on the run," he said, reflects a psychological shift in Hollywood. It's not about running away. It's about adjusting. Public figures are more careful now. Appearances are managed. Messages are controlled. The atmosphere feels defensive. He pointed out that audiences are no longer passive. They watch interviews closely. They connect timelines. They question stories. Social media has moved power away from traditional gatekeepers. Once a conversation trends, it can't be easily stopped. Joe emphasized again that fairness matters. Being linked socially to someone controversial is not a crime. Context matters. Proof matters. But public curiosity is natural when elite networks are involved. As the episode came to a close, Joe reflected on what this means for Hollywood's future. There was a time when fame alone could protect someone from scrutiny. That time seems to be ending. Audiences now expect acknowledgement. They want clarity. They demand honesty. Joe's final message was calm but firm. This isn't about attacking one actor. It's about a cultural shift. The Epstein scandal changed how society sees power. Whether Leonardo DiCaprio responds or not, the spotlight has moved. Fame can shape perception, but it no longer guarantees unquestioned trust. He ended with one clear thought. In this new era, image isn't enough. Transparency is the only thing that truly protects reputation.